Dude,
What's
what's
up?
happening? How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I am great. I'm so excited to be talking to you. How's things going right now?
Um, they're going pretty well. Yeah, I'm just kind of, same old sitting in the house, working on music. Um, yeah, I don't know. Just kind of same old stuff. What about you?
I'm good. I'm chilling. Trying to get out of this COVID territory, but other than that, we good.
Yeah, yeah, totally.
It's so funny. I feel like I'm like low key dyslexic. So whenever I see your name, I want to read Mitt Romney.
Yeah,
like my mouth.
understandably.
Say that one more time.
Understandably. Yeah,
Like my mind automatically wants to change it, but I have to like really focus on saying it. What made you go with that name?
um, nothing. Just I had a friend who was just like, what if we called it Ritt Momney? Um, and the rest is history. It's too late to change it now, so you just gotta roll with it.
It just stuck.
Yeah, it just stuck. Yeah, I don't know. Some people think it's because I'm like supporting him, like Mitt Romney, but I'm like, is that really like if I liked him, would I be like, oh, I'm gonna name my project Ritt Momney because I love Mitt Romney? I don't know, but
It
yeah,
was just like a joke. It was a prank,
yeah,
and it
yeah.
just happened to stick.
Uh-huh. Yeah, no problem.
So how'd you get started with like the covers and things like that?
Yeah, so I don't know. Covers have always been kind of like a fun thing for me. Now
Hmm.
that I'm thinking about it, actually, that's kind of like how I started. Like, obviously, like most people don't like learn how to like sing or play piano or play guitar, like writing their own stuff. Like people usually start like playing covers, you know.
Hmm.
I just put out like the first like year or something I was doing music, I was just putting out like cover after cover, like on SoundCloud and stuff, just like playing piano or playing guitar. Um, and it's always been fun to kind of have like do the fun part of like making music without like the heavy part of like writing lyrics and
Hmm.
stuff. Um, and yeah, and then COVID happened, and I was like, this song, this Put Your Records On song is like exactly the opposite of what I'm feeling right now, and it's like kind of what I need to feel, just like the positive, uplifting
So
feeling.
how did you discover or Corinne Bailey Ray's Put Your Records On?
Yeah, so my mom was just like obsessed with it, like at one point, like right around when it came out, I think. And she would just, yeah, she would just like play it in the minivan all the time, and just we'd just be me and like my friends like driving to soccer practice and stuff. We'd all just be like just jamming out to Put Your Records On and just like singing along. It was really fun. It was a good time.
So, and then you decided that I'm going to do a cover of the song. Not necessarily. It's like you kind of remixed it though.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of people call it a remix. I guess it kind of just like sounds just like, just like adding like the like 808 kick drums and stuff. Like just kind of has like a remix vibe, I guess.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah, I don't know. It's just like it was uh it was really fun. I really love producing. I love production, and that's like probably the most fun I have. Like I think it's important for me to like write stuff, and it helps me like organize my thoughts in a way that like I don't usually do otherwise. But the production stuff is the stuff that I'm like, wow, this is like so fun. Just like compressing this like bass, or like I don't know. But uh it was really fun to just be able to do that on this song without, and it was just like positivity just like coming out of my computer at me like as I was doing it, and it was a really fun experience.
So it made you feel really good doing it.
Yeah, and it was like that was kind of the point. Like I felt like I needed it like at that time, you know.
Hmm.
I was working on it like right after the shutdown. So yeah.
So you put the cover out, you put it on TikTok.
Um, I just put it out like through DistroKid, like put it everywhere, and then it was out for a while before like TikTok picked it up. Really, it was kind of like um it was like 2 months or so, and then my girlfriend, I was never really on TikTok much, and then my girlfriend was like, hey, I've seen like 3 of these like makeup videos. Like, is this like the trend that's like gonna blow the song up or whatever? And I was like, oh, okay, maybe. And then like I started watching, kind of watching how many people were making videos using it, and it was really quick. It was like 3 days, and it's like, wow, all these videos, and then it was like the labels obviously trying to get on board, I guess. And then it was a really fast like week of just like bang, 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 like label conversations. Um,
Going back to TikTok right quick, did you ever expect for it to get as big how it
no,
got?
not even like at all. It was really just like a fun. Like I was assuming that like I was like, okay, yeah, like I haven't put anything out in a while. Like maybe like my fans would enjoy just like something, and I figured it would be like my fans would be like, oh yeah, cool cover, and then just like move on. I definitely didn't expect it to get me like new fans. Um, yeah, I was not expecting anything to happen with it at all, and now it's like my career defining song. So
So clearly you were blown away when the record labels were contacting you. How did that even happen? Like, were they just in your DMs like, hey, we want to sign you? Like, what were some of the messages that you were getting?
so it was like there are a ton of situations where like the artist that blows up like on TikTok or whatever, like are just like not established at all, you know? Like
Mhm.
I kind of like I was like doing like okay. Like I had like a manager, and I kind of had been working within the industry like in small ways, you know?
Right.
Um and so I kind of had like a feel for like how everything worked and everything, which I'm really grateful for. And I have a great manager, which I'm grateful for. Because it can be kind of sketchy when like someone just like has a song blow up on TikTok and they have no idea how the industry works, and then they can get into like bad deals and stuff.
Right.
I have like a great manager, great lawyer, um and yeah, it was crazy. Like I kind of just, I guess they emailed, and then they got on, we set up like Zoom calls and stuff, and then I talked to I talked to a few labels, and then my manager talked to a ton of them. I just wasn't on all the calls, I guess.
Right.
Um,
Let him handle that.
yeah, totally. It can be kind of overwhelming.
Absolutely.
But um, yeah, I think we made the right call with the Columbia and Disruptor. They've been great so far. Um, yeah, but crazy few days with all those label conversations.
Do you feel like your life's changed since signing to a label?
Um, Kind of. Yeah, it's really hard. Like I kind of consider myself like an indie musician, you know, and that was kind of like this cover was like definitely the most poppy thing that I've put out, and it's been really hard to kind of to to reconcile with how much of the game you want to play, and like how much time do I really want to put into like the social media grind and like
Right.
and all that stuff. um and yeah, and it's like I don't know, it's hard to decide what kind of career you want to have, you know. Um, but yeah, it's just been, obviously the resources that the labels have are like crazy. Like I wouldn't have been able to do like that, like have the super cool like music video experience with the song and that kind of stuff. And it is cool to just have these like really music minded people to like bounce ideas off of and stuff.
What's
Um,
their job? You know, it's what they.
yeah, yeah, totally. Yeah, my life has definitely changed, I would say. It's uh it's been kind of crazy. It's kind of hard to get back into just like, okay, I'm just a guy making music, like, because it, with like the success of this cover, it can be hard to, I don't know. It just kind of, it's like it can mess with my ability to like keep making music because I'm like,
Right.
oh, are the people who like the cover, are they gonna like this? Um, but yeah,
Is that something that you worry about though? Like,
it shouldn't be. Um,
but you
like,
do.
yeah, it's like, I don't know. I'm just like a
It's almost
self.
like the pressure to keep up what you did.
Yeah, cause you know, like if I do something like super true to myself and I do something which like I'm planning on doing, like I'm planning on doing something like that I really want to do. Um, but if that's not something that people like, then it's like, oh, he was a one-hit wonder, like the next song flopped, you know?
It's so
Um,
funny. People are
yeah,
so quick to call people one hit wonders
yeah,
and not know that they have a whole arsenal of hits under their
yeah,
belt just because
yeah,
you're not familiar with it.
yeah. It's really, uh, I don't know. I feel so much pressure about just this next song.
Mhm.
Like the next song I put out, I feel like it's gonna be like, it's gonna be like the song where people decide like, oh, he's good or oh, he's not good, you know? Um, yeah, I don't know. It's tough. I'm just trying to block out all this extra stuff
Right.
because it just like, I think the thing that matters is just making music, and it's like why I got into it, and it's why I want to be doing this. And a bunch of this other stuff can come in, and it can distract from that. But um, yeah, I think I've been doing better about just like staying out of the results, um, just focusing on the art of it.
I
But
feel like
yeah.
all you can do is be true to yourself
Hmm.
and your art, and
Yeah.
the rest you can't control.
Yeah.
Focus on what you can control.
Hmm.
What do you have working on? What are you working on next?
I'm doing a. I'm like kind of slowly coming up with an album. Um, like I think we're planning on starting like an album rollout like early next year,
Hmm.
coming up pretty soon. But um, yeah, I um, yeah, just new music, I guess. I am excited to kind of, I'm excited to have like the eyes on me that I do because of this cover, and I'm excited that the cover means that a lot more people are going to listen to what I put out next.
Right.
And as anxiety inducing as that is, it's also like, it's also a really cool opportunity that that I'm really lucky to have. But yeah, I'm excited to put stuff out. I'm excited to kind of like show people what I can do, like my own song, you know.
You don't want this one cover to define who you are.
Yeah, yeah, like I think it's like fun. It was really just like a side project for me, that like it was just like, obviously I don't want to sound ungrateful at all because this is like such a crazy thing to like for a musician to have, like this opportunity, this like the success that like I didn't even have to write the song that like was like my big break. Like it is the luckiest situation ever for me. Um and yeah, I I would love to be known. Like songwriting has always been like a really big thing for me, and in that sense, it's like it's kind of like, okay, I want like my songwriting to be in the focus, not like this cover, you know.
Absolutely. I totally get that. Well, I appreciate you jumping on and chatting
Yeah,
with us. I
thank
cannot
you.
wait to see what comes next from this.
Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it.